It's the Trojans and the Wildcats. The starting lineup set here to be announced. Sterling Mack, of course, the head coach for the Trojans. They give you 53 points per game. Amaya Rogers starts for the Trojans. Wears number 5, a senior, at 6 points per game. Abby Titus, the junior, will get the start tonight at number 12. Elena Birkland, who is terrific, 15 points a game, the senior, gets the start. Emery Morrell, a senior as well, one of the important defenders. And then Liv Jaffa, very important. The matchup between Jaffa and Willardson is going to be fascinating to watch tonight. Starting lineups for the Richfield Wildcats. They'll be going with number 20, Abby Albrecht, the sophomore, who, I don't know if breakout's the right word to use, but she had a phenomenal game last night in their win over Canyon View. She was very, very good. Nicole Willardson is expected to have a very big impact on tonight's game for Richfield. Hallie Janes, the junior, wears number 30, leading assist gal for the Wildcats and probably their best shooter. Abby Cameron Knutson gets the start for Richfield, 12 points per game for the junior, and Sarah Winters, who was a rebounding machine last night, 7 points, 5 boards a game for the junior. And, of course, the Wildcats coached by Mark Peterson. They average 58 points per game.
Yeah, and I've been looking forward to this game all day today, and I think a lot of our viewers and listeners have. It just should be a great game.
We've expected this tournament to be great. And, really outside of that most recent game with Carbon and Grantsville, every single game has been extremely, extremely competitive.
Right from the start, though, Carbon fell behind, and Carbon did not look good today.
It wasn't their day, and it was the Cowboys. So
yeah, and credit, the Cowboys. They put a lot of pressure on, forced the 39 turnovers.
Good crowd here for the Wildcats. Good crowd here for the Trojans.
And the Wildcat Band is here. I want to give them credit for traveling down here.
Opening tip-off goes out to Rogers, and Amaya Rogers misses the layup. Rebound comes down to Abby Albrecht. These two schools will meet tomorrow in the boys' 5th-6 game, so these fan bases will be very familiar with each other by the end of the night. Heading into tomorrow, a low pass from Albrecht. It goes through the hands of Nicole Willardson.
Yeah, it went right at Nicole's feet, and that's not where she wanted to do. She was trying to bounce pass it through a defender, but it didn't come up. It went right to her feet and out of bounds.
Bringing it down, Elena Birkland, who's a terrific ball handler. Right-hand dribble, looks to attack, gets it inside to Jaffa. Turns, bank shoots, and scores. Good look inside for Liv Jaffa. That makes it 2-0 Trojans.
Yeah, Jaffa kept the ball high and just banked it in.
Ball goes on the right side. Winters for 3. That's short. Offensive rebound fought for, and it comes down to Titus. Deflected. Good hands from Knutson. And Hallie Janes ends up with the basketball and a foul out front that will go on. Is that on Birkland? I believe so, yeah. Elena Birkland picks up an early cheap foul.
Yeah, she was frustrated there as Hallie just kept the ball, and she reached all the way around her. The official called the foul.
Over on the right side, it's Knutson. And a lazy handoff. It's picked off by Emery Morrell. Morrell skips it over on the far side to Birkland. Thought about the 3. Left hand, looks to spin inside. Take it to the rack. What a block by Nicole Willardson. Wow.
Yeah, just a big swat there, bringing the crowd to life a little bit. Of course, Richfield played for the state championship a year ago against Judge Memorial, but the only returning starter is Nicole.
And Hallie Janes was a starter on that team as well. Birkland
I'm sorry,
inside.
I should have said.
Oh, Nicole is the lone senior, correct?
Yeah, the lone senior. And Hallie was very important last year. And is this year. I think she's one of the keys to this game tonight.
Free throws now for Elena Birkland. This is what Elena does. Had 20 attempts last night. Had in the game yesterday, I don't know if it was a bandage or a wristband on her wrist. She is not wearing one of those tonight as she misses the first of 2. She'll get one more. 2-0 start for the Trojans, and she misses both. Rebound comes down inside, and a foul that will go on Abby Albrecht with 6:54 to go. That will send Liv Jaffa back to the free throw line. Wildcats need to be careful not to get in some foul trouble, Rick. That really plagued Leighton Christian yesterday.
Yeah, and immediately Albrecht goes over with 2 fouls, and she's going to come out. She didn't wait for the coach to pull her out. She walked over. She was frustrated.
Free throw for Jaffa. Short. So an 0 for 3 start at the line for Morgan.
Richfield needs to get going a little bit here. They don't want to get way behind, much like what Carbon did against Grantsville. I certainly don't anticipate that, but they were behind, 9-0? Or 11, something like that.
Something like that, yeah. The free throw's good, and that makes it 3-0 in favor of Morgan. Ball comes in to Hallie Janes on the right side. Gives it over to Cameron Knutson. Knutson with the left-hand dribble, crosses to her right, gives to Janes, and a foul. That's going to be 2 on Elena Birkland if this is called on her, and it's...
Yeah, and she's going to come out. And Richfield didn't, other than got the foul, Hallie made the three-point shot. Oh.
I think you take the foul, considering how important Birkland is at this point. 2 fouls for the senior guard. The lob inside to Willardson. Love this one-on-one matchup with Jaffa. Push shot, no. Rebound comes down inside to Morrell. Morrell on the right side, bounces to Cadence Wardell, the junior, and the inside score. Jaffa for 2 makes it 5-0 in favor of the Trojans.
Yeah, had a good angle, able to spin and just put it in.
Ball goes on the left side to Knutson. Cameron's going to give it straight away. Hallie Janes. Janes gives left side to Brielle Jolly, who had a great game off the bench. Turn, shoot for Nicole. Forced it, no. Rebound Jaffa. And then a foul on the rebound.
Yeah, they were coming over trying to steal it from behind. Nicole spun and put it up over Jaffa, but missed it, and we have a rebound foul.
Janes will trigger on the baseline. Looking for someone. Lobs it in to Winter. Back to Janes. Hallie will take a quick trigger 3, and it's good. Big basket from Hallie Janes.
Tell you what, she was terrific last year in the state tournament and gets a big basket.
Wide open 3 for the Trojans is up and good. No one got back on Emery Morrell.
Yeah, and Morrell, she's a good shooter. And she was all alone. She drilled that three-point shot.
Jolly with the basketball out front. Some foul trouble plaguing both teams early, as it's Morgan 8, Richfield 3. Janes with the basketball. Over on the right side, lobs into Willardson. Willardson turns, shoots, blocked by Jaffa. What a great block from Livy Jaffa. Other way comes Titus. Abby looks to get to the basket. Blocked out of bounds. It will stay Trojan basketball. 5:26 on the game clock, 28 on the shot clock. A big shot here, though, Rick, from Hallie Janes.
Yeah, and Richfield's really got to make some shots.
Transition D important, too. Trying to get that thing in, does baseline. 15-foot J from Titus is long. Offensive rebound comes down inside. Send it back out to Wardell. Wardell drives, cut off, sends it up top to Morrell. Inside, Jaffa turns, shoots, banks, and scores. So far, Olivia Jaffa is getting the best of the Richfield defense.
She's easily the difference in this game early.
Morgan 10, Richfield 3 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora have a non-stop tractor workhorse, just what you need for a non-stop world. Power Star tractors from New Holland provide unprecedented power, comfort, and performance in a utility tractor so you can tackle grounds, municipal, or farm tasks with ease. Choose from 6 models from 64 to 117 engine horsepower with an open-air ROPS platform or spacious Vision View cab. Learn more about the Power Star family of tractors. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
10-3 our score early. Liv Jaffa has been terrific here early on both ends of the floor, Rick.
7 of Morgan's 10 points. And this is very similar to what Morgan did to Layton Christian yesterday. They built a big lead early.
Wildcat basketball. Jolly with it up top. Hands off to Janes. Hallie with the crossover. Now gives to Winters straight away. Winters sends left side. Janes trying to get that in the paint to Willardson. She's got Jaffa on her again. Nicole double teamed. Hallie open 3, takes off the back of the rim. Ball fought for, and it ultimately comes down in the hands of Abby Titus.
And I like that shot.
Very much so. Wardell on the right side looks to cross over on Jolly. Picks up her dribble, sends it inside to Jaffa. Nicole lodges it loose. Good hands from Nicole Willardson. Janes gets the steal. Hallie sends it up to Jolly. Jolly skips left side. Janes now back to Jolly. Inside, Willardson. One-on-one matchup with Jaffa. Turns up, under, shoot, bank, score. Great move by Nicole Willardson, and a good adjustment from the shots she was taking earlier.
Yeah, she faked like she was going to shoot it, then went underneath and banked it in.
The lob inside goes out of bounds. It was last touched by the Wildcats. It stays Morgan basketball.
Yeah, Morgan's trying to continue to bang it in the middle. Both these teams are trying to go in the middle, and both of them have.
Ball gets sent out. Now back inside Jaffa. Inside on Willardson. Tough shot. Good defense from Nicole. And the rebound is collected by Hallie Janes. Janes looks to cross over. Gets it to Willardson, who now crosses the timeline. And Nicole will get it back to Janes. What a great player Wardell is. 3 from Willardson. It's off. Rebound comes down to Titus. And I actually like that shot from Nicole just to draw Jaffa out of the paint. Got to keep her honest. Ball goes on the right side to Rogers. Rogers with the basketball. Left-hand floater. Pretty teardrop from Amaya Rogers. 12-5 now our score. Morgan in front by 7.
Yeah, the left-handed shot through the center of the lane. Really a pretty floater there.
Knutson will take the 3. It's off the back of the rim. These one-and-done shots, though, can't continue to happen for Richfield. Got to move the ball better, Rick.
Yeah, if you're going to shoot an outside shot, you got to make some of them.
Ball goes in the corner. It's now sent back up top. Thinking about the 3 was Morrell. Now goes back in the quarter. The drive from Wardell. 10-foot J, good on the baseline. And it's 14-5, Morgan in front.
Richfield down. They're large, trailing by 9 here. Morgan's been very impressive here early.
Ball goes on the right side to Jolly. Trying to feed Willardson. Nicole catches on the baseline. Now spins up, under, and scores. What a great move by Nicole Willardson.
Same move she did last time. Faked one way, came back underneath, and so Nicole heating up for the Wildcats.
Ball on the right side to Morrell. Now it's Cadence Wardell with it. Tries to get it inside. Good hands by Knutson. Out of bounds to the Wildcats.
And if you're wondering if you're from Morgan, you're wondering where Birkeland is. She's on the bench with 2 fouls. If you're from Richfield and wondering where Albrecht is, she's on the bench with 2 fouls. Both early in the first quarter.
Jolly with the basketball, gives it over right side Janes. Hallie looks to cross over. Guarded out front tightly by Wardell. Jolly with it, trying to feed in the paint to Winters. Ball goes on the right side to Knutson. They feed it inside to Willardson. Nicole sends back out. Knutson for 3. Big shot, in and out. Rebound comes down to Jaffa.
That was a good in and out. That was maybe one of the better 3-point shots other than Hallie's.
Was in the offense and a foul that will put Emery Morrell at the free throw line. Richfield's boys basketball team doesn't enjoy that. Foul sends Morrell to the free throw line. 3rd team foul on the Cats. And Emery Morrell's first is off. One thing, Morgan has not shot free throws well here early after shooting really well yesterday.
Well, they shot 25 out of 40 yesterday. But they did shoot 40 foul shots. And they're shooting a lot here early.
One more for Morrell. It's up and way short. It will be Wildcat basketball. Can't airball a free throw. Got to hit the rim. Janes will inbound. Gets it into Jolly. Jolly on the left side, back to Hallie Janes. Jolly catches left side. Kind of a light press. Double teams coming quickly as Abigail Evanson, the juniors, checked in for the Wildcats. Corner 3 from Winters, decides not to shoot it. They go into Willardson. Guarded by Jaffa. Nicole turns, shoots, banks, misses. Fight for the rebound, comes down inside to Wardell.
Had a good look. That time Jaffa was waiting for her to cut. She didn't.
Ball goes left side. The drive from Rogers. Amaya Rogers with the runner for 2, and it's good. Amaya's had a good start to this game. It's now 16-7 Morgan.
Well, Morgan jumped up 5-0 on Richfield, and they have not looked back. Their lead is 9. We've never been tied, nor have we had a lead change.
And a foul out front on Cadence Wardell, just being a little over-aggressive on the play. Side out of bounds to the Wildcats. Wardell picks up her first. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Trojans. Bounce pass comes into Jolly. Jolly with the left hand. Gives to Winters. Sarah Winters will drive in the paint. Send it out Janes. Janes, quick trigger 3. No good. Rebound tap by Winters. Ends up in the hands of Evanson. Abigail sends back to Janes. Janes will skip it over to Winters. Winters for three. That's up. No good. Short. Rebound comes down to Jaffa.
Richfield continues to struggle from outside.
Ball on the right side to Pence. She goes in. Turn, bank, shoot, and score from Liv Jaffa. 18-7, largest lead of the game for the Trojans at 11.
She's the difference in this game right now.
Winters inside Willardson. Nicole spins, turns, shoots, and misses. Rebound comes down inside to Rogers. Amaya with it on the right hand, loses it, had it deflected, and what a block again. That's two great rejections from Nicole Willardson. It'll stay Trojan basketball, 24.5 in the quarter.
Richfield very, very fortunate not to be behind further. That one looked like it was going to be a sure lay-in. Coach Peterson trying to find somebody who can give him an offensive spark here.
Paris Wrights checks in for the Cats. Ball's lobbed into Jaffa. She turns, shoots, blocked again by Willardson. Blocked again. Oh, my goodness. Nicole Willardson. Now, she's been watching Walker Kessler for the Utah Jazz, Rick. That's two blocks.
But they're going to continue to go to Jaffa.
Wardell throws it up. No, Jaffa gets it back. Misses again. Offensive rebound comes down to Rogers. Amaya will shoot the three. It's way long. Rebound to Jolly, who just throws it in right down to Jaffa. Willardson got another piece of the basketball, and it's ultimately rebounded by Wrights.
Yeah, three straight blocks on Jaffa.
And that will end the quarter as Wrights' shot nearly went down after the buzzer. After one, Morgan in complete control, 18-7. Second quarter action next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Pizza Hut in Richfield and Kanab has the cure for your appetite with stuffed crust pizza at just $12.99 right now. Stop by and check out the other Hut specials and the awesomely delicious menu and plan to go wild. If you walk out hungry, you only have yourself to blame. Bring the whole family and make it a night the family will remember. Stop by today for dining, takeout, or delivery and have some delicious Pizza Hut pizza and ice cold Pepsi and more. And remember, no one out pizzas the Hut.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
18-7 our score after one. Abby Albrecht back on the floor with those two fouls. Really important that she does not pick up a third. And Morgan, Elena Birkeland sat most of that quarter with two fouls. Got to feel pretty good up 11. Rick, they just made more shots. I think that's what it came down to.
Yeah, and now a steal to start the almost a steal. I tell you, it did come down to more shots. And Richfield, you get a feeling they're not out of this game by any means, but they've got to make shots if they're going to have a chance.
Knutson with the basketball, picks up her dribble, gives back to Winters. Winters left side. Morgan is double teaming extremely hard as we get a jump ball. And look at Coach Mack, how hyped up he is for his team.
Well, Richfield dribbled down into the baseline corner. The double team was following her, and just as soon as she stopped, they went in and tied her up. And that's a tough place to pass from, a double team in the corner baseline.
Elena Birkeland up top, gives it free throw line Jaffa. Turns, drives on Willardson, puts up the tough shot and scores. Liv Jaffa makes it 20-7, and she has got 11 of the 20 for Morgan.
Yeah, she just that time got underneath Nicole Willardson.
Albrecht gives to Nicole, lays it up and in. Good job answer from the Cats. Makes it 20-9 as Nicole Willardson now with 6 of Richfield's 9 points. Ball goes in the paint to Jaffa. Jaffa spins, turns, shoots, banks, misses. Rebound Abby Albrecht. And I think Richfield really missed that extra post player with Albrecht.
I'd agree with you on that.
Janes looks to attack right to the basket. Good take from Halley. She can't get it. Guess who's there? Abby sends it out. Willardson straight away. Knutson. Three on the way. Down. Big three-point shot for the Wildcats. Cameron Knutson Timeout to the Morgan Trojans.
Yeah, Richfield on a 5-0 run. They're still down 8, but you may be a little momentum.
Timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out.
We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
Live high school sports action on Centracom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in. It is it is Richfield and Morgan, 20-12. Trojans in front by 8. Good timeout and a steal. Albrecht is, boy, what an impact in this second quarter she's had coming out after those 2 fouls.
Yeah, Birkeland just dribbled into her and she took the ball away.
Abby's fouled now by Jaffa. I tell you what, this has been some 5 quarters of play from Abby Albrecht in this tournament. Jaffa picks up her first, and Cadence Wardell is going to come in replacing Abby Titus. Baseline, Winters to trigger. Lobs it back for Janes. Not a good pass. Hallie still ends up with it. Gives it up top, Albrecht.
Jane's doing a great job of saving that ball.
Willardson turns, faces Jaffa, lowers the shoulder, turns, shoots, and scores. What a great aggressive move by Nicole Willardson. Cuts the lead down to 6. Cats on a 7-0 run, Rick. Or is it a 7-2 run?
It's a 7-0.
Runner from Birkeland, high off the window, no. Willardson taps it, ends up back in the hands of Birkeland. She'll take a 14-footer, no. Willardson and Jaffa fight for it, out of bounds, Wildcat basketball.
Yeah, the Cats were down by 13. They've scored 7 in a row here to cut it to 6. Can they add to it?
Janes with the basketball on the right side. Crosses midcourt with the left hand. Skips it over, up top. Knutson looks to drive it. Gives to Willardson, free throw line extended. They leave Nicole alone. She can hit that shot. Misses. Rebound. Winters taps it out of bounds. It will be Morgan basketball.
Yeah, Winters tried to sell that was off someone else, but it looked to me like it went off her.
Birkeland will bring it down for Morgan, who has led the majority of this game. Skip pass up, and oh, what a pass. Layup inside for Amaya Rogers. What a pass by Elena Birkeland.
Now, we didn't see all her passing last night. She did so many other things, but she showed a skill there.
Ball goes to Knutson straight away. Cameron puts it on the floor, right at the three-point line, dumps it inside Albrecht. Abby turns. Up. Scoop. Can't get that one to go. Rebound comes inside to Wardell. Wardell leads the break for the Morgan Trojans on the right side. Stops, gives it to Jaffa. Livy with the left hand, turns, scoops, and scores. Just got that first step on Nicole Willardson, and it's now 24-14. Richfield have got it down to 6, 4-0 run for the Trojans.
Jaffa with 13 of Morgan's 24 points.
Ball goes to Albrecht, sends it in the corner, Winters. Winters with the basketball, skips it over to Janes. Hallie on the right side, gives to Willardson. Nicole pumps, drives, shoots, and is fouled, and Nicole will earn herself a trip to the free throw line.
Have to see who they gave that foul to. If that's Jaffa, that would be 2.
They give it on Morrell, her first. So Nicole's got 2 free throws here, shoots it at 78%.
Yeah, Nicole saw she was open the foul line, said, well, I got a little room to go inside, so she drove in a couple steps because she missed the last one. That was a smart play on Nicole's. And Nicole now with 9 points. She has 9 of Richfield's 15 points.
One more for Willardson. It goes. So 24-16. Nicole's in double figures with 10. Ball gets fed into Jaffa. She had that step again on Willardson and finishes inside 26-16.
Yeah, had the angle. There's no way Nicole was going to be able to stop her on that. That was a great entry pass.
15 of the 26 for Jaffa. Willardson says to the corner. Knutson for 3. It's off the back of the rim. Rebound Jaffa. Driving it is Morrell. Bounces to the corner to Birkeland. It's kicked by Janes out of bounds. Morgan basketball.
Richfield after falling behind by 13, got within 6, and now Morgan has extended it back to 10, and they have the ball.
Timeout to Coach Peterson. We'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
For more than 40 years, Jones & DeMille Engineering has been shaping the quality of life of those around us. They are committed to the communities in which they live and work and take pride in being able to protect and enhance them. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they strive to serve with a professional, personalized touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project, earning their reputation as the go-to resource for planning and infrastructure needs. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together. For more than 40 years,
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
26-16 our score. Morgan leads Richfield by 10. Good timeout there by Coach Peterson. Wildcats get the deflection, but it ends up in the hands of Amaya Rogers, and it's last touch by the Cats off the miss, and will be Morgan basketball.
Yeah, they tried to lob it into Jaffa, and Jaffa just a junior.
3-point shot from Berkland's up. The bank is not open, and they call a foul on the 3, and that's going to be 3 fouls on Abby Albrecht. Boy, that is
not
really
quite
tough.
sure. That's probably why the shot went well short.
Talk about Elena Berkland. She knows how to get to the foul line, connects. 27-17. 4:02 to go before halftime. Stay tuned with us through our halftime show. It's brought to you by Jones & DeMille Engineering, your local award-winning engineering firm. Free throw number 2 is good, so she's 2 for 2, 1 more to come.
And if she makes this one, this will again give Morgan a team high lead of 13.
28-16 our score. Berkland, these are her first points of the night. Hits all 3. 29-16. Ball comes into Hallie Janes. Janes gives it back, Cameron Knutson. Knutson skips it up to Willardson. Nicole with the basketball. Looks to attack Jaffa off the dribble. Spins, turns, shoots, blocked by Jaffa, and will get a jump ball. Possession stays with the Wildcats. 3:49 to go in the half. 22 on the shot clock. It's been some battle down there inside.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's been fun to watch, and they've let them block, and I like that.
Ball comes into Jolly. Now Willardson left side. Nicole with it. Ball fakes. Gets it over to Knutson. Cameron gives to Jolly. Now inside Nicole. Willardson takes that jump shot, makes that jump shot. A good shot from Nicole. Makes it 29-18.
Boy, Richfield needed that basket.
Berkland with the basketball on the right side. Comes off the screen, gives it over in the corner, and a foul inside. I'm going to give this to Winters. They do. That will be the 6th team foul. So both teams will now be in the single bonus for the last 3 minutes and 24 seconds of the half. Ball trying to get in. Gets it into Berkland. Elena looks to take it baseline. Drives, shoots, scores. What a take from Elena Berkland.
Yeah, that was high up over Willardson, able to get it to go down. That was a pretty shot.
And then a steal. In transition, Rosie Pence lays it up, can't get it to go. Berkland the rebound, turns, shoots, misses that one. Ball's still loose on the floor, picked up by Pence. 18-foot shot, good from Berkland.
They got 3 shots at the basket, and you get 3 shots. Generally, good things are going to happen. Now that's a team-high lead of 15.
33-18 our score. Ball goes on the left side to Janes. Hallie with it, skips it over up top, Knutson. She'll take the 3. Big shot, no. Rebound comes down to Jaffa. Gets it over on the right side to Berkland. Elena with it. Looks to cross over, loses it for a moment, now recovers, guarded by Jolly. Skips it over. Pence for three. Short, rebound in the hands of Willardson, and then Janes comes away with it.
Boy, Hallie's done some good things here.
Jolly, corner three, no. Rebound, Jaffa. Gets it out to Morrell. Now Timothy with it. Birkeland with it. Birkeland comes off the high screen from Jaffa, and they call it a moving screen. And that will be number 2 on Liv Jaffa.
Yeah, and Birkeland made the shot. That took away a basket from Morgan.
33-18 our score. Wildcats just haven't found a lot of consistency in this first half.
Got behind by 13, cut it to 6. Now it's back to 15. And their inability to make shots is the difference.
Screen from Willardson. Pick and pop. Nicole will take the three. No good. And three-point shooting has not been the Cats' strength in this game. Birkeland with the basketball. Left side. Comes off a screen from Jaffa. Now they get it to Liv inside. She'll turn. Blocked by Willardson. Gets it back. Puts up the shot. And Nicole picks up the foul. That will be just the first on Willardson as Liv Jaffa goes back to the free throw line.
Yeah, she blocked the first one, and it came right back to Jaffa. I think Jaffa was trying to pass the ball rather than shoot the first time. And when it came back to her, said, I'll shoot it now.
Free throws coming here for Jaffa. Good. Game high 16-point lead now, 34-18. One more free throw coming for Liv Jaffa.
Morgan missed several foul shots early in this game. You certainly didn't expect them to continue that way. They've started to make foul shots now.
Free throw coming here for Liv. Short. Rebound comes down to Knutson. Cameron gets it to Jolly. Minute 28 to go in the half. Cats going to see if they can try and trim into this a bit. Left side drive from Jolly. Bounces. There was no one there. Out of bounds it goes to the Morgan Trojans. Morgan basketball with a minute 21 seconds remaining in the first half.
As many good games as we've had, these two girls semifinals, so far have not either one of them been close so far.
Ball goes to Jolly. Sends it in the corner. Three-point shot on the way. High arcing is no good. Willardson gets the rebound for Richfield.
Richfield in need of some points here. Try and cut this lead right before the half.
Jane sends it over to Cameron. Knutson with the left-hand dribble. Fouled out front by Amaya Rogers. And that'll be number 2 on Rogers. So Morgan does not have anyone with 3 fouls yet. We'll see if that trend continues through the rest of the half. Checking back in for Richfield is Abigail Evanson, the junior. So Knutson will now shoot a 1-and-1.
Evanson's had some good minutes through the season for Richfield.
Knutson over at 61% on the season. One of the better free throw shooters for the Cats. Hits the front end. Good-looking shot.
Yeah, when you're behind, as Richfield is, everything becomes elevated.
One more coming here for Knutson. 34-19 our score. 1 minute and 1 second remaining in the half. Knutson misses it. Rebound comes down to Jaffa. Ends up in the hands of Wardell. Wardell's done a nice job off the bench here tonight. Lobs it inside Jaffa, turns, shoots, banks, and scores. Liv Jaffa with a 18-point, 11-rebound first half.
Yeah, she's dominated this first half.
Janes gives to Willardson at the free throw line. Knutson thought about the three, puts it on the floor, drives right at Jaffa. Jaffa with a block, and they call the foul. So that's now 3 fouls on Liv Jaffa. That's a big call.
That is a big foul. Morgan has chosen to keep her in the game with 2 fouls.
So that'll put Knutson back at the free throw line to shoot 2 with 35.1 to go. Shot clock is all but off at this point. Free throw good from Cameron, and that makes it 36-20 our score with 35 seconds left. We're going to get Emery Morrell back in the game.
That is a big deal, Jaffa getting her 3rd foul. With her not on the court, because she got 18 points, 11 rebounds.
One more here for Cameron Knutson, and it's good. So Cameron's been good at the free throw line. It's now 36-21. Birkeland skips it up ahead to Wardell. Wardell goes in the paint, turns. Nicole Willerson with the block inside on Sarah Haywood. Knutson's got it. Shot clock is off at 26 seconds. Cameron is fouled and will go back to the line now to shoot 2 because that's the 10th team foul on Morgan.
And it gives Richfield a chance to continue to cut into this lead with no time going off the clock here.
Free throws coming here for Knutson. Up and down. Cameron's aggressiveness here, real key. Richfield's got a chance, Rick, to get this down. It was looking like things were going to really get out of hand. It was a 17, 18-point game. We're going to have a chance to get this down to 13 here. Second one goes as well. 21.9 to go. It's 36-23. Birkeland with the basketball. Looks to come off the high screen, loses it for a moment. Birkeland spins out of it. Little runner in the lane. It's no good. Rebound fought for inside. It comes into the hands of Wardell, and then Knutson reaches in. That'll be Cameron's first. And a 1-and-1 for Morgan with 9.1 to go. Scoreboard shows 36-22.
Yeah, I'm like you. I thought they had 23.
I'm thinking it's 23. Free throw good for Morgan. 37-22. Until it shows differently, that's what we're going to call it. Second one coming here for Wardell. The junior hits both. 38-22, 9 seconds remaining in the first half. Hallie Janes with it, guarded by Birkeland. Janes with 3, with 2 from deep range, shorts, and that will end the first half.
I was hoping Hallie was going to get a shot and shoot it. Maybe a little further out, but it was right on line. It just fell short.
At your halftime score, Morgan 38, Richfield 22 on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live. We will have the Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show next.
DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 42 cents a mile, going to 44 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, bonuses, and more. To join the DP Curtis crew, call 435-893-2886, 893-2886, or click on dpcurtis.com.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
Some hands swing rackets or grip irons. Some make winning plays or navigate steep trails. And some hands heal. They mend broken bones, deliver new life, set us on the right path, and help us feel better again. At Sevier Valley Hospital, our hands are here to help and heal.
If building dreams is how you make your living, demand the performance of New Holland construction equipment from Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora. Choose from skid steer loaders, compact track loaders, loader backhoes, compact excavators, and more. Built-in visibility, stability, and comfort allow you to work with a higher level of confidence, speed, and efficiency. Learn more about the performance of New Holland construction equipment. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome on into our Jones and DeMille Engineering halftime show. Jones and DeMille Engineering, propelling champions every day. It's 38-23. Morgan leads Richfield. Let's look at some of these numbers provided by Brad James. One that stood out to you, Rick, the rebounding numbers. Morgan has just simply been better on the boards.
Yeah, they're up 16-9, but they have total rebounds 26-11, and they have 10 offensive boards to 2 for Richfield. That's really a glaring stat.
Some overall numbers. Liv Jaffa, that third foul was absolutely critical. It's going to be very interesting to see if Richfield decides to try and attack that in the second half.
Wouldn't you?
I absolutely would.
Yeah, and she's been a monster in this game. She's been the difference why they're far ahead. Last night was Birkeland, and Birkeland was just marvelous. Jaffa played really good too. But today this lead is elevated by Jaffa. She's hit shots. She's rebounded. She's done all the things she needed to do.
7 points for Elena Birkeland. She got in a little bit of foul trouble early. 6 points from Amaya Rogers, who I thought played well. And off the bench, Cadence Wardell. How about these numbers? 4 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, all off the bench. That's terrific.
Yes, that's helped them. Morgan has really made a lot of – they've just played a great first half.
For the Richfield Wildcats, 12 points, 7 block shots for Nicole Willardson in the first half. Nicole keeping the Wildcats a bit afloat here.
And she has been a monster herself. Back the other way. Without Nicole on the court, Richfield would be in real trouble. And, they are down by, 15 now. So they are in deep trouble right now. But the game's not over.
You had 8 points from Cameron Knutson. Cameron hits a 3 and then hits 5 free throws. So good first half for Cameron as well. Needing to get a little bit more out of Abby Albrecht with those 3 fouls as well. Hallie Janes did hit a 3-point shot to start the game. And the Wildcats, just needing to find that spark, and we'll see if that could come here in the second half.
Yeah, Richfield needs to get Hallie to shoot a few. They've got to get her open for a few more shots because they need her to shoot it. What was her percentage? She didn't shoot a lot of shots.
1 of 4, 1 of 3 from downtown.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, your halftime score. Morgan 38, Richfield 23. We'll have second half action coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
Pizza Hut in Richfield and Kanab has the cure for your appetite with stuffed crust pizza at just $12.99 right now. Stop by and check out the other Hut specials and the awesomely delicious menu and plan to go wild. If you walk out hungry, you only have yourself to blame. Bring the whole family and make it a night the family will remember. Stop by today for dine-in, takeout, or delivery and have some delicious Pizza Hut pizza and ice cold Pepsi and more. And remember, no one out pizzas the Hut.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out.
We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
For more than 40 years, Jones and DeMille Engineering has been shaping the quality of life of those around us. They are committed to the communities in which they live and work and take pride in being able to protect and enhance them. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they strive to serve with a professional, personalized touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project, earning their reputation as the go-to resource for planning and infrastructure needs. Jones and DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. On our website, you're not going to wade through a bunch of unrelated content. You bring up TeamHive.live and you're just going to find a lot of high school sports and events. We've created tools that make it super easy for you to create events and stream to our site. And if you ever need help with anything, you can give me a call. So I want to invite your school to join the team. If you're a Utah high school, you can stream live on TeamHive. That's TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
DP Curtis Trucking works hard to move America and get their drivers home on the weekend. DP Curtis is hiring reliable drivers with starting wage at 42 cents a mile, going to 44 cents after 90 days. Additional pay for tarps, drops, picks, and additional trailers. Employment options include insurance, 401k, paid vacation, bonuses, and more. To join the DP Curtis crew, call 435-893-2886, 893-2886, or click on dpcurtis.com.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
Welcome back on in as our Jones & DeMille Engineering halftime show wraps up. Jones & DeMille applauds teams for hard work, dedication, and commitment. The race for excellence has no finish line. 38-23 our score at the half. I think Wildcats, Rick, need to come out as the aggressors here in the second half.
And this game is far from over. There's a half to go. But your margin of error is not very big. Richfield certainly cannot afford to fall a lot further behind. And I think they've got to be able to shoot the ball a little better, whether it's three-point line or inside. They've just got to shoot it more. And if you're Morgan, you're looking at it and saying, we're in pretty good shape. We don't want to do what we did last night, and where Leighton Christian got back in the ball game. But one thing that's interesting to me is I'd go right at Jaffa, who has 3 fouls if I was Richfield.
So it'll be Morgan basketball to start quarter number 3. As Elena Birkland had the foul trouble early, Liv Jaffa had the foul trouble late, and Abby Albrecht for Richfield had a foul trouble most of that first half. She's got 3. Birkland out front, picks up a quick double. Now Jane's on her, gives it to Amaya Rogers. Rogers straight away, puts it on the floor with her left hand, gets right to the rim, shoots and scores. A good take from Amaya Rogers.
Yeah, she stopped because she saw Nicole Willardson coming over and just planted and put it in.
Knutson goes right to the basket, blocked. Rebound inside by Albrecht, blocked again, ends up in the hands of Titus.
Yeah, they were going right at Jaffa, but she went straight up. That was good defense.
Straight away, Birkland looks to attack. Drives it inside. No. Rebound, Abby Albrecht with a terrific board. Abby goes the other way for the Cats. In transition, bounces beautifully into Knutson. Cameron scores and one. And that is going to be on Emery Morrell.
Yeah, and Richfield with good fast break basketball that time. Got it down, able to get a lay-in, a 2-and-1.
Cameron's end of the half was spectacular. She's picking up right where she left off.
She's had a good game. She has 10 points.
It's the free throw now up to 11. So she and Willardson have 23 of the 26. Hallie Janes with the other 3. Someone else is going to have to step up for the Lady Cats. But Willardson deflects it, gets the steal into the hands of Sarah Winters.
Great defense there by Willardson.
Winters stops, sends it back to Janes. 3, deep, no good. Rebound inside to Jaffa. And then Janes deflects it, out of bounds, Wildcat basketball.
Yeah, and Hallie knew. She turned and says, that didn't come off me. And the official said, you're right, that came off Morgan.
A little bit more pep in the step of the Wildcats, and they need that. Now just need some shots to fall. Janes with it, gives it in the corner to Albrecht. Give and go inside. Abby blocked out of bounds by Jaffa, and it will be Richfield balls. The Cats are trying to get that 4th foul on Jaffa, but she's doing a good job.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, she's still aggressive. Blocked the shot.
Winters to inbound. Trying to send it out to Knutson. It goes through Cameron's hands, and then she recovers. Deflected out front by Rogers. The drive, the give to Albrecht. Albrecht turns. They leave her at 15 feet out. She gives to Knutson. Cameron with a step-back 3. It's no good. Rebound to Jaffa. Cats have had their opportunities, Rick, just weren't able to capitalize.
Yeah, and that's a 12th rebound for Jaffa.
Birkeland spins in the lane. Good take to the basket. Little runner is no good. Rebound, Albrecht fighting for it with Titus. Titus comes away with it.
Another offensive board for Morgan.
Right side, it goes to Morrell. Morrell will drive it. Good defense inside by Winters, and Morrell lays it up and in. Tough shot.
Yeah, she just was determined. Had a good angle, and she used it.
Albrecht sends it over. Left side, Knutson. Cameron gives to Willardson. Nicole will take a 15-foot J. That's no good. Ball out of bounds. It stays Wildcat basketball. New shot clock for Richfield.
Yeah, in the first half, it was 10-2. Offensive boards in favor of Morgan, and they've added to it here in this second half.
Albrecht to inbound underneath. Lobs it for Nicole. Nicole catches high. Double teamed. Willardson sends it back out to Knutson. Janes straight away. New play called out from Coach Mark Peterson. Gives it to Winters. Winters with the left hand. Gives it to Knutson. Cameron goes right to the basket. Blocked. Ends up in the hands of Albrecht. She lays it up and in.
Yeah, and it was Jaffa that blocked it. She did a good job of keeping straight.
That has been some battle between her and Willardson tonight down in the paint. See it again here. Sends it out. Open three on the way for Morrell. Emery's no good. Rebound fought for. Ends up in the hands of the Trojans, and the putback's good by Abby Titus, the junior.
Second offensive board in this half. Of course, Richfield got an offensive board their last possession.
Ball ends up in the hands of Knutson. Deflected. Now Janes has it. 4:50 to go here in the third. Hallie Janes with a left-hand dribble. Looks to attack the basket. Sends it in the corner. Willardson will take a corner three. Short. Rebound comes down inside to Birkeland. Elena with the basketball, crosses midcourt. Swings it left side to Morrell. Now in the paint to Jaffa. Liv Jaffa turns it over. Abby Albrecht with the steal. Abby just trips, throws it away, kickball. It will be Wildcat basketball. Tripped on her shoe. She's tying her shoe.
Yeah, and, you know, we played pretty even basketball here in the third quarter. The trouble is, Richfield's still down by 16.
Yeah.
Richfield cannot play even basketball. At some point, if they want to have a chance in this game, they're going to have to cut into it.
Ball gets handed off. Now back to Janes. Hallie thought about it. Now gives it right side. The drive from Winters. Knutson with it. Cameron drives right to the basket. Gives to Albrecht, who lays it up and in.
Yeah, and Jaffa stayed back that
Yes.
time. That probably was a good move. Give up the 2 points. A good pass, and Knutson finished.
Birkeland comes off the screen. Jaffa calls for it. Lobs it in, guarded by Nicole. Jaffa picks up her dribble, sends it back to Birkeland. Birkeland puts it on the floor. Little runner for two, pretty shot, and it finally bounces in after 3 or 4 bounces. It goes in the hole and makes it 46-30.
It bounced left. I didn't think it was going to go. That bounced right. I thought it was going to go, and then I didn't, and then it went.
And then, of course, it goes, yeah. Handoff goes to Knutson here, 3:40 to go in the third. Winters gives to Janes. Hallie with it. Skips it over to Cameron. Cameron will take the three, make the three. Big game for Cameron Knutson. Timeout to Coach Mark Peterson. We'll take it on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
As tax season once again approaches, remember Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield. Kimball & Roberts will save you time and stress this year when they file your state and federal taxes. The tax professionals at Kimball & Roberts know and understand all the new tax codes and lingo, so you don't have to. They can also help you find deductions and credits that you may miss. Skip the stress and headache and visit Kimball & Roberts at 176 North Main in Richfield or call 896-6488.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
Welcome back on in. 46-33. Morgan leads it by 13. Let's see what the Wildcats continue to try to trim into this lead. The thing is, Morgan's had an answer every time Richfield starts to get a little momentum, Rick.
They have, and Richfield fell behind by 13 the first half, got within 6, and then Morgan built it back to 18, and right now it's a 13-point lead for the Morgan Trojans. They played a very nice game. Morgan's looked impressive.
Very well balanced. They've had their stars perform, but the rest of the crew doing their roles. Birkeland, step back three, off, offensive rebound inside, put back from Titus. Can't give one up that easy.
They've had 3 offensive boards here in this quarter after 10 in the first half.
Knutson with the left-hand dribble, hands off to Jolly. Now straightaway three from Janes. The bank's open.
Yeah, and she'll take it. I like it when Hallie shoots.
Ball goes into Jaffa. The double team comes. Jaffa turns, shoots, and misses. Rebound fought for. Jump ball, Richfield possession. Or are they saying it should be Richfield ball?
Yeah, and if they will, that'll count as a possession for Richfield. So that will go as a rebound for Richfield.
Janes will inbound here. A little full court pressure coming for
It
Morgan.
looked like Richfield was going to lose an offensive rebound there.
Jolly on the right side. Left-hand dribble gives. Three from Knutson on the way. Good. Cameron starting to heat up. We got a 9-point game. 49-38. Amazing what the three-point shot can do, Rick.
It's amazing when you make shots how much better you look.
Berkland comes off the screen into a three, blocked. Ends up in the hands of the Trojans still. Rogers goes baseline. Sends it back out up top, Titus. Good defense here from the Lady Cats. Skips it wide open until that. They played great D for 20 seconds.
Yeah.
Ends up in an easy layup for Amaya Rogers.
Yeah, somebody missed that assignment, and Berkland, terrific pass. I'll tell you, her passing this game has been impressive.
Skip pass deflected into Janes. That pass is then deflected. Albrecht deflects it, but then into Berkland's hands. One-handed pass ahead. Janes deflects it, and it will be Morgan basketball with minute 49 to go here in the third.
Great effort there by Hallie. It looked like Morgan might get a layup, and boy, she hustled to knock it out of bounds.
50-39 the score. Rogers trying to get this into Jaffa, playing with the three fouls. Bumps Willardson. Jump shot, baseline, no. Rebound, Jolly. Brielle with it on the right side, lobs it into Albrecht, just too high. Out of bounds it goes to Morgan.
Turnovers have not been noticeable. They were 7-6. 7 for Richfield, 6 at the end of the first half. But that one just kind of looked big because Richfield was on the move there.
Couple of subs for the Trojans as we see Cadence Wardell, who had a great first half. 4 points, 4 boards, 4 assists. Screen from Jaffa high on Berkland. She sends it over to Wardell. Now open three, passed up by Morrell. Morrell tries to get it in the corner. Good double team from the Cats. And an offensive foul drawing the charge. What a great night for Cameron Knutson. She has been since she got in that rhythm late in the second quarter, she's been terrific.
And she has. And she comes up playing defense. And she made sure she fell down. That's going to help you get the call.
Yeah.
If you don't fall down, I don't think Richfield gets that call.
Janes with the basketball, down 11. Final minute approaching, and Janes just dribbled it off her foot.
Yeah, she
Unforced
looked
error.
up. She looked up. She had Berkland on her, and the ball just went out of bounds. The last two possessions for Richfield have been turnovers.
Her cousin Kaysen, a terrific post player for Kanab, playing in the semis in 2A tonight. And Berkland, that should be a double dribble, and it is going the other way.
Yeah, she was trying to make a move and double dribbled.
Janes will get it into Knutson. Cameron guarded out front by Wardell rather. Hand off Janes. Tight defense here from the Trojans with under a minute to play in the third quarter. Jolly up top, looks to attack the basket, gives baseline. Willardson has to catch. Nicole inside on Jaffa, turns up, nowhere to go with it, spins, hooks and scores. What a great footwork job inside by Nicole Willardson.
That was one of her better moves all night. Jaffa was in position. Nicole went over.
Shot clock is off. Berkland takes an NBA range three and drills it.
Boy, that was a shot Richfield wanted him to shoot early in the shot clock, and Berkland put it in.
Story of the night, the Cats begin to close in on the lead. Morgan has answered. Janes hoists up a shot with 3 seconds left. Probably didn't need to do that. Steal from Jolly. That shot is up and short, and that will end the third quarter. Morgan 53, Richfield 41. Fourth quarter action coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
Hi, I'm Jennifer Christensen, CTE Director for Sevier, Paiute, and Wayne School Districts. Do you know what career pathways are offered at your high school? Career and Technical Education provides career exploration and career guidance through 35 CTE career pathways. This gives students a direct connection between doing well in high school and being able to transition smoothly to post-secondary opportunities that include on-the-job training, certificate programs, and 2- and 4-year college degrees. To learn more about these career pathways, talk to your CTE teachers and school counselors.
There is an athlete in all of us that helps us accomplish the ordinary and the extraordinary. Every once in a while, we all need some help. At Sevier Valley Hospital, we are proud to care for you and our community, wherever you are in your athletic journey.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Channel 10.
Fourth quarter action about to get underway here. Some news this broke about an hour ago. Quinn Snyder is expected to be, we've been hearing this for the last 2 days, going to be the head coach of the Hawks. He's going to get paid $8 million a year. One of the higher, and he deserves it. One of the best coaches.
Coach, yeah. You and I both on the same page there.
Trojans by 12 with possession. Birkland with it. Comes off the screen. Elena gives right side. Wardell takes the three. No. Long rebound comes down into the hands of Nicole Willardson. Gets it to Jolly. Richfield's gotten it to 9 multiple times in the second half. Knutsen's been terrific. Hands off Winters. Winters loses the basketball. Transition to Maya Rogers now. Good foul out front by Jolly. And that will be the first team. Richfield did not pick up a foul, Rick, in that third quarter.
Yeah, that was, honestly, as you said, just a really good foul. Prevented a lay-in.
Rogers tries to get it to Jaffa. Jaffa turns, shoots, banks, and scores. Liv Jaffa got picked up that third foul. Played a little bit differently in the third quarter. See how she fares here in the fourth. Back to 14.
That's her 20th point.
Knutsen falls, gives to Willardson. Nicole sends it out to Jolly. Lob inside to Albrecht. Albrecht sends it over. Three from Cameron is up and down. Cameron Knutsen's three-point shooting, keeping Richfield in this. It's an 11-point game, 55-44, under 7 to play.
And that's described it well. It's kept Richfield in it. They're going to have to get some stops if they're going to win this thing.
Jaffa misses. Offensive rebound again comes down to Wardell. Smallest player on the floor. Skips it over to Birkland. Birkland looks to spin. Good defense from Jolly. Sends it over right side to Morrell. Emery puts it on the floor. Will drive into Willardson. Blocked. Nicole gets it. I don't know if it was blocked, but Nicole certainly altered the miss.
Yeah, and she ran into Nicole. She fell backwards. As she's falling backwards, she pulled the ball out of the air.
Jolly with it. An 11-point game. Hands off Winters. Sarah going to hand off to Knutsen. Cameron falls. The fight for the loose ball, and possession will be Richfield's basketball.
Yeah, and the ball came loose, and no one could pick it up, and Morgan did a great job of going in, tying it up. But Richfield will inbound it underneath their own basket.
Jolly to inbound, sends it to the corner. Knutsen, three on the way, no. Rebound controlled by Jolly. Jolly gets it into Willardson. Nicole draws a soft double and is fouled. We'll see who they call. I think they're going to call this on Emery Morrell, and they do for the reach-in. And that will be Morrell's fourth.
And Knutsen's who Richfield wants shooting it.
Hallie Janes comes in, will replace Winters. Jolly to trigger on the baseline. 6:01 to play in the ball game. Sends it out to Hallie. Lobs into Nicole. Willardson turns up. Under, blocked by Jaffa. Transition opportunity for Birkland. Birkland stops. Sends it back out to Rogers. Amaya Rogers drives. Cleared out by Jaffa, and we're going to get a travel violation. It goes the other way to Richfield.
Yeah, she was trying to get away from the stretched up arms of Nicole Willardson and had to take a step to get on that side.
5:42 to go. Richfield basketball down 11. Jolly with it. Brielle gives to Janes. Trying to get that into Albrecht. Abby catches, spins, sends it out. Jolly, big three-pointer, fouled, and Brielle Jolly, a 78% foul shooter, will get 3 free throws.
And I think it was Birkeland who fouled her.
That'll be 3 on Birkeland. 4th team foul on Morgan. These 3 free throws massive here for Brielle Jolly. First one's good. Makes it a 10-point game, 55-45.
She looked pretty calm there.
The junior at 78%. Gets 2 more. Seconds up, no good.
Boy, when she let that go, it just looked long, and it was.
Maybe put a little too much arc on it. She'll get 1 more here. Jolly connects on 2 of 3. 55-46. Again, this is as close as they've been in the second half multiple times. They've gotten it to 9. The lob inside. Great double team from Albrecht. Janes has it for the Wildcats. Crosses midcourt. Now on the right side. Hallie gives right to Brielle Jolly. Jolly back to Janes. Skips it to Knutson. Feeds it inside Nicole. Willardson turns. Up, under, shoots and scores. What a great take from Nicole. It's a 7-point game with 5 minutes to go. The closest Richfield's been here in the second half.
They were down 18 in the middle of the third quarter.
Skip pass, high, tip by Albrecht into the hands of Rogers. Amaya sends it back to Birkeland. Birkeland will drive, loses the basketball out of bounds. Richfield gets it back. All the momentum heading Richfield's way here.
Well, they're still down by 7, but there's a lot of time, 4:45 to go. And Richfield has played a much better second half than they did the first half.
Janes on the left side. Gives to Willardson. Nicole out high with it. Pump fakes. Drives right at her. No. Albrecht fights for the rebound. Abby has it knocked out of bounds. It'll stay Richfield basketball. 18 on the shot clock. Ball never hit the rim.
Yes. That's still pretty good time.
Yeah.
But
Janes to inbound. Hallie sends it out to Cameron. Knutson puts it down. Gives to Willardson. Nicole at the free throw line. Knutson, 3 on the way, in and out. A great look from Cameron. Would have had the lead down to 4, and the Richfield side would have exploded. Rogers now on the right side, lobs it into Jaffa. Jaffa turns, stripped, and they call the foul on Albrecht, and they're going to say it was shooting. We'll see if they give this to Abby or Nicole. And it will be on Abby Albrecht, her 4th personal foul.
Well, Richfield has come down a double-teamed Abby. I think that's been a good move because Abby's been putting it on the court.
We'll take a timeout on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora have a non-stop tractor workhorse, just what you need for a non-stop world. Power Star tractors from New Holland provide unprecedented power, comfort, and performance in a utility tractor so you can tackle grounds, municipal or farm tasks with ease. Choose from 6 models from 64 to 117 engine horsepower with an open-air ROPS platform or spacious Vision View cab. Learn more about the Power Star family of tractors. Stop by Mason Machinery in Springville and Aurora today.
At UCCU, we'll provide you with a low-rate line of credit that makes it easy to access the equity in your home with no fees or closing costs. Just complete an application on your phone or computer, or stop by any branch.
Hi, I'm Barrett Hilton with TeamHive.live, where we've created a locally run video streaming platform for Utah schools. Bookmark TeamHive.live, Utah's new home for streaming high school sports and other events. Powered by Centricom Local 10.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
55-48 our score with 4:10 to go. It's going to be 2 foul shots here for Liv Jaffa, who has 20 points and 14 rebounds on the night. 12 points for Elena Birkeland, 10 points for Amaya Rogers. For the Wildcats, 20 from Knutson, 16 from Nicole Willardson, and 6 from Hallie Janes. Big free throws here for Jaffa. First one's up and short with 4:10 left. This Richfield student section has really shown up and shown out here this fourth quarter. Second one coming for Jaffa. Shot is up and short again. Rebound through the legs of Jolly, ending up on the floor with it. Will get a jump ball. It will stay Morgan basketball.
Yeah, both the second one was short, and Jolly came in right in the spot, but it went between her legs, and it appeared that Jaffa was then going to pick it up.
With 4:07 to go, talking with the scores table here.
Just making sure they were right. Still a 7-point lead for Morgan.
Ball set to be inbounded. It's deflected. Ball on the floor picked up by the Trojans. Birkland with it. Guarded by Jolly. Sends it over to Morrell. Morrell will get it back up top to Pence, who's checked in. Now they go low. The spin. The shot is no good. Willardson fights for it, and Jolly comes away with it for Richfield. Brielle Jolly smartly dribbles it out. Birkland goes for the steal, doesn't get it. Jolly sends to Janes. Corner three from Halley's up. Long. Rebound comes down to Morrell.
Boy, it looked like it might go. Richfield's had a couple three-point shots to cut this lead to 4.
Birkland stops at the free throw line. Will take the 18-foot shot. No. Rebound comes down inside to Abby Albrecht.
And that's what Richfield needs, a quick shot from Morgan. Birkland had a good look, just went a little long over the rim.
Willardson catches in the circle. Looks to put it on the floor, sends to the corner. Knutson thought about the three, will drive it to the rim. Lays it up and in. What a great take from Cameron. And we got a 5-point game with 3 minutes to go here in the fourth.
Closest Richfield's been since early in the first period.
Rogers looks to drive and is fouled, and that is going to be number 5 on Abby Albrecht. And unfortunate for the Cats, her night comes to a close.
Yeah, the sophomore has had a great tournament, but she'll foul out.
The Richfield crowd does not like it. It's just the third team foul on Richfield.
Yeah, you look at this. You know, she was just moving, trying to stop her, and that's a tough assignment.
It is.
To stop that baseline.
Winters checks back in for Richfield. So now down one of their bigs. Sending it back over to Morrell. Morrell ball fakes. Looks to drive on Janes. Sends it over. Rogers thought about the three. Traveled with it. It goes back to the Richfield Wildcats with 2:48 to play.
And Richfield can make a basket here. They'll be within one possession.
End of here towards the end of the fourth. 2:40 to go. Jolly gets it across midcourt. Over on the right side, Knutson. Back up top, Brielle Jolly. Going to give to Janes left side. They've got the matchup with Willardson in the paint. They go back to Winters. Right side, Jolly. 16 on the shot clock. Go into Nicole. Nicole in the paint. Turns up, under, shoots, banks, and scores. It is a one-possession game. The Wildcats down 18 in the third. They've cut it to 3. Birkland with the basketball. Elena guarded by Knutson. This Richfield crowd making a lot of noise. Birkland swings it across to Morrell. Baseline, jumper. No good. Rebound to Knutson. Cameron needing some help. Finds Janes. Janes gets it up ahead to Willardson. Numbers for Richfield. Nicole waits it out. Gets it back to Halley. Minute 49 to go. 55-52. Morgan by 3. The Cats have clawed their way back in this one. Trying to go into Winters. Jolly decides to give to Willardson. Nicole, right side, Hallie Janes. 10 on the shot clock. Willardson thought about the three. Puts it on the floor. Janes with 6 on the clock. With 4 and a timeout with 3 seconds on the shot clock to Mark Peterson. Richfield will have 1 timeout remaining.
Yeah, and that timeout was to save a turnover. I don't think the Richfield team realized they were down to 3 seconds, and they're not going to have a lot of time to set something up here.
What do you like? What kind of play call do you like here, Rick, coming out of that timeout?
Well, I would probably try and set Nicole up down low and lob it into her, but, you know, sometimes you can't do that from out of bounds.
It's been quite the comeback for these Wildcats. They were down 18 points in the third quarter, and they have trimmed it to 3. Nicole Willardson with 18 points on the night. 22 from Cameron Knutson.
Well, Jaffa just dominated Liv Jaffa the first half of this ball game. but she picked up her third foul, and she's still been really good, but it's not been the same. And that was it. She was on the court when Morgan had a 15-point lead with a couple minutes left, and that's when she picked up her third foul.
Wildcats break the huddle again. There's 3 seconds on the shot clock, minute 27 to play. Richfield has only committed 3 team fouls here in the second half, rather. Morgan's got 4.
And that could be a factor where Richfield's going to have to foul.
Hallie Janes to inbound with 3 seconds on the shot clock. Going to lob to Nicole. Nicole turns, shoots, blocked by Jaffa. Big block from Jaffa. Wardell's got it. Timeout to Morgan. We'll take it and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
Pizza Hut in Richfield and Kanab has the cure for your appetite with stuffed crust pizza at just $12.99 right now. Stop by and check out the other Hut specials and the awesomely delicious menu and plan to go wild. If you walk out hungry, you only have yourself to blame. Bring the whole family and make it a night the family will remember. Stop by today for dine-in, takeout, or delivery and have some delicious Pizza Hut pizza and ice cold Pepsi and more. And remember, no one out-pizzas the Hut.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centricom Channel 10.
55-52, Morgan leads Richfield by 3 with possession, a minute 21 to go. If you're Richfield here, Rick, and, the rest of the Cats don't have foul trouble with Abby Albrecht already fouling out. If a Morgan offensive player gets by you, I'd reach. I'd gamble with a foul.
That's right. They got fouls to give. The other thing that they do is they can play good defense. They don't have to worry about fouling for trying to get up to 7 fouls.
Yeah.
So they can gamble here. That's a great observation. If you're Morgan, you want to make sure you secure the ball and try and get a good shot here.
Morgan basketball, side out of bounds. Amaya Rogers will have it. And Elena Birkland will be in the backcourt to get the basketball. Guarded by Brielle Jolly. Brielle's had a great second half, 4 rebounds, 5 assists for the junior guard off the bench. 26 on the shot clock. Jolly deflects it from Birkland. Birkland loses the basketball. It ends up in Jaffa's hand. She turns, shoots, fouled, and will get 2 free throws. Nicole Willardson will pick up her third.
Yeah, she gave her a ball fake.
Second foul.
And Jaffa went up, but Birkland really fortunate not to lose that ball. And the ball rolled around, and Morgan able to come up with it.
Free throws here for Liv Jaffa. Good.
One of the things I've been impressed with, Morgan, is the speed. They really hustle after ball. So does Richfield. But, they've been able to get a lot of loose balls because of the speed of this team.
One more for Liv Jaffa with a minute and 6 seconds remaining, and it goes. Press comes here into Janes. It's the light press for the Trojans. Up 5 with a minute remaining. Janes on the right side. Gives it. Miscommunication. Goes back to Morgan with 57.3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, that was a big turnover. Richfield needed points.
And now you absolutely need a stop here. Morgan can run a lot of time down. Jolly goes for the steal. Birkland goes between her legs, and Jolly will foul with 53 seconds remaining. And that'll be the 5th team foul, so the Wildcats with 1 more to give. We'll see what comes out of this, and another foul on Jolly. That'll be Brielle's 3rd, so that was their last one to give. So now it'll be a 1-and-1 situation for the Morgan Trojans. Rick, really tough for Richfield considering that long possession offensively where you only had 3 seconds coming out of the timeout really hurt them. Timeout. Morgan will take it and be back on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live.
I'm Dr. Winters, a general dentist in Richfield. I invite you to take advantage of our 20 years of experience when it's time to get your wisdom teeth out.
We offer IV sedation so you can sleep through the procedure. We are right here in Richfield, so we are close by for all your pre- and post-operative needs. We strive to make the process comfortable, easy, and affordable. Visit wintersdental.com/wisdomteeth or call or text 435-896-6444.
Exciting high school sports action on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and Centracom Channel 10.
57-52, Morgan by 5, 44.7 seconds left. I think you got a foul here either way, Rick.
Yeah, I think you have to foul. In the earlier game today, Layton Christian was ahead of Canyon by 8 points, and Canyon scored eight points in the final 30 seconds to tie the game, sent it to overtime, and won that game. Of course, a lot more riding on this game than that.
Trojans to inbound. It's Amaya Rogers with it, guarded by Knutson. Amaya trying to get this thing in to Birkland. Stolen. Brielle Jolly deflects it. Gives to Janes. Hallie with it. Jolly. 3 on the way. No. Rebound comes down to Jaffa. Gets it to Birkland. Birkland fouled by Jolly in the backcourt. A great play by Brielle. Just couldn't capitalize in the end.
Yeah, Knutson was open underneath, but Brielle was open too. And Richfield did need a 3, I think, at some point. So that was a good shot, just wouldn't go.
Free throws for
Great
Elena Birkland.
Still off the inbounds play.
And they're going to put in Sarah Haywood here. She replaces Cadence Wardell. Free throws for Elena Birkland with 31.7 to play. 1-1. Birkland connects on the first.
Yeah, that went right through. She was 16 out of 20 yesterday in their win over Layton Christian.
She will get one more. 58-52.
That puts her up to 18 points.
Second one's up and down. Cats basketball, going to need a hurry here. Shot clock is off. Hallie Janes over on the right side. Hallie looks to cross over, gives Winters. Winters gives back to Janes. Hallie for 3. No. Long rebound is fought for. And last touch by the Wildcats, it will be Morgan basketball with 18.9 to play.
Yeah, and Richfield's in trouble now. Got within 3 and had the basketball after being down 18 in the third quarter.
Ball goes in to Morrell, and she is fouled by Hallie Janes. That will send Morrell to the line for a 1-1. 16.7. So barring any wild sequence here at the end, we're going to see Morgan and Grantsville meet for the third time.
Yeah, with a 7-point lead here, 16.7 seconds, it'd be a real miracle.
Shots high and down.
Yeah, that looked like it was going to be short, but because it was so high, it had the shooter's touch and went in.
One more coming here for Emery Morrell. 60-52. Second one's no good. Nicole Willard's in the rebound. Knutson with the basketball. On the right side. Pulls up for a 3. We'll get a jump ball. It'll stay Richfield basketball with 9.4 on the clock.
And that's really was a good look. Richfield had to try and shoot it.
Janes will inbound. Great game from Cameron Knutson. Can't say enough about her efforts to lead the Cats back. Janes lobs it for Willardson. No, out of bounds. It goes back to Morgan. And the Trojans will actually inbound that where Hallie tried to throw it in because no one touched it.
Yeah, they were trying to lob it under Nicole, and Morgan did a good job of screening her.
Well, that'll do it. Your final score, Morgan 60, Richfield 52. The Trojans head to the championship game with a date with rival Grantsville. The Wildcats will get a matchup tomorrow night with the Carbon Dinos.
Yeah, and give Morgan credit. Boy, they jumped on Richfield early, Then they held on the end when Richfield put a rally together. That's 2 games in a row they've had teams come running back at them, had no momentum in the fourth quarter, and they've been able to starve off both of them. And that's a sign of a really good basketball team.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Coach Sterling Mack on his appearance in a championship game with the Trojans. We'll take a quick break and be back. Our Sunrise Engineering postgame show is up next.
For more than 40 years, Jones & DeMille Engineering has been shaping the quality of life of those around us. They are committed to the communities in which they live and work and take pride in being able to protect and enhance them. As a full-service civil engineering firm, they strive to serve with a professional, personalized touch to provide value that reaches beyond the project, earning their reputation as the go-to resource for planning and infrastructure needs. Jones & DeMille Engineering, shaping the quality of life together.
Centricom believes the service relationship continues long after installation, and we're available to support you every step of the way. That's why if there is a problem with our equipment, a service visit from us means no cost to you. We know the value of a satisfied customer, so if you refer us to a friend, we'll take care of them and you'll get 1 month of service free. We promise to make your experience the best it can be. Centricom, keeping you connected.
Live high school sports action on Centricom Channel 10 and the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network.
And we welcome you back on in our postgame show presented by Sunrise Engineering, serving communities for over 40 years. That is Sunrise Engineering. Learn more at sunrise-eng.com. Your final score, the Richfield Wildcats fall to the Morgan Trojans 60-52. Spirited at second half effort from the Cats, outscoring Morgan by 7 in the second half. Cut the lead from 18 down to 3 at one point. Tanner Wilkinson and Rick Robinson. Got to give the Cats a lot of credit, Rick. That can be really easy to get down on yourself, down 18, no quit in these Lady Cats.
And you described it well. When the Richfield was down by just 3, it was as close as they'd been. They took the 35-second clock all the way down to 3. They had to call timeout, and that really, to me, you said that was really a backbreaker. Richfield never really got back in sync after that.
Your final score again, 60-52. Leading scorers for the Trojans, 22 and 16, 5 blocks for Liv Jaffa, 14 from Elena Birkland. You had 10 from Amaya Rogers. I thought Amaya was very key in that win. 6 points as well for Emery Morrell. They go 12 of 21 at the free throw lines, and not quite as good as they were yesterday. For the Richfield Wildcats, 22 for Cameron Knutson, including 4 3-pointers, 6 free throws, 18, 4 and 7 blocks for Nicole Willardson, 7 rebounds for Abby Albrecht, 6 points from Hallie Janes on the night for the Wildcats. And Brielle Jolly was great as well off the bench, had 3 assists, 4 rebounds, and 2 points. Really critical considering the foul trouble that Abby Albrecht had.
Well, and Richfield got a steal when they were down 5, and they went down and they had a good look at a 3, but at that point they were still down 5. So they did a lot of good things. Their second half was so much better than the first half. But credit Morgan, they did the right thing. They put together a terrific first half. But I thought Morgan's game changed when Jaffa picked up her 3rd foul. I didn't think they were the same team after that.
Yeah. Well, Rick, in the championship game, we're going to see Morgan and Grantsville for the 3rd time. Grantsville's won the first 2 matchups, first by 20 points in Grantsville, and then in Morgan by 5. So what do you like about that matchup between those 2 schools?
Well, I'll tell you this. If Grantsville shoots the way they did tonight, Grantsville's would be favored in that. But Morgan's got a lot of talent. That's a good Morgan team. Ought to be a great championship game. And some people say it's hard to beat a team 3 times. I think that's not true. I think if the best team wins, it's the timing of when you play. And the state championship's on the line tomorrow night. The best team will win.
Well, my friend, as always, good to be on the call with you. I'll likely be with you tomorrow for Richfield boys and girls. Both will play tomorrow on the consolation side of things, and we'll see how those games turn out.
Yeah, it should be a good game. Carbon and Richfield split on the season on the girls' side, so could be a good game there, too. And, for Richfield, it's tough. You're coming off a state championship game a year ago, and to settle to play for 3rd and 4th. is not all bad. I mean, there's 20 teams in 3A basketball, and to make the final 6 on the final day, that still says a lot.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, we'll wrap this one up. Manti and Grantsville boys coming up next on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network and TeamHive.live, powered by Centricom.
You've been listening to exciting high school basketball action on South Central Utah sports leaders, Mid-Utah Radio and Centricom Channel 10. This sports broadcast has been brought to you by sports-minded sponsors throughout South Central Utah. Join us next time for more exciting high school basketball action on Centricom Channel 10 and Mid-Utah Radio.